Good morning. How are you doing today? Hopefully you are doing well. I am doing the all right, and also, oh god, why? YouTube, please make your shit better. Trying out a thing. I don't know exactly how much this is gonna work or how much I'll actually use this, because I'm gonna be honest, it's been slightly annoying, but we're trying out essentially Restream. So yeah, the only reason I'm not a fan of it so far, for the most part, is the fact that it's going to a basically third a third party site or whatever, in order to like go then to both of my channels, but it seems to be working. So you know, that's a good thing. So trying to actually find a way to have all of my stuff up and whatnot. On my other display, mainly because I would like to actually be able to see certain things. Damn it, why you gotta be crappy like this? Anyway, yeah, I have the restream thing right now. I have Twitch still up on my tablet itself, but I also have YouTube up now on my computer, as well as I also have Twitch there. And I'm seeing how this works out, because we'll see how it works. So YouTube is showing that for you. YouTube shows is okay for me. I don't know exactly how. I honestly don't know what all is going on. I've used YouTube streaming thing once, and that was it. And that was way back in the day. This is like also just basically new frontier for me in trying to actually get things working. But essentially what I am going to aim for is just hopefully getting monetization on YouTube with having the streams go there. I still don't have a chat overlay, so maybe I should start reading chat messages that I'm responding to whenever I can. But yeah, I'm gonna have to actually pay attention to two different chats for a bit, at least until I get my third display. Because I like having the dashboards up to actually see how, like, I want to preview my own stream when possible. So I don't actually watch OBS that often. Also, we're going to be back into cosplay again for today's running of the store. I also didn't tweet out this stream because I don't actually know what I don't know what to do for, or I don't know if I should tweet it out with both links. I don't know. It's somewhat weird. But yeah. Yeah, either way, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the game. Today might be a shorter stream. I will also mention that. I am not entirely sure if I am going to I guess do a lot, or if we're going to like just kind of do this test and see how it goes, and do what we can. Also, wow, too many stinky people all at once, apparently. I have also found a way to get maybe not necessarily infinite spray, but like really close to it. There's no chat. I see a chat bar off to the side. Make sure that your view is, I guess, set correctly. Yeah, that updated too. Yeah, I looked at my live board. I don't know. I don't know YouTube, so... okay, actually, here's a thing to try. Scroll down, and just below the stream, there's actually a live chat button that says, to open the chat panel. So maybe you've closed it in the past, and you need to do that. Maybe. Again, I don't know YouTube. I am trying to help figure it out, because that is kind of normally what I do when somebody is having an issue with these platforms, because let's be honest, they're all confusing. It also means that I get to learn, which is that's the main perk. Let's be honest. But yeah, I mean, either way, you're still able to chat here in the Twitch chat, so you know, it is perfectly fine if you are unable to get it to work there. Yeah. So you might have noticed we did get a couple more deck licenses. Oh, I think he's getting that actually. Huh. I wonder if it's because of region. We need to get Ryu in and have them check it out, so that way we can figure it out. All right, Spleen, you have yourself a good one. Hopefully your issues do not persist super hard, like across multiple streams and everything. And by that I mean, like, you know, even other people's. But yeah. Oh man, I'm going to have a very, very weird weekend in a way. So I'm glad we got somebody who is doing the kitchen floor for us, which is great because we need to get it done. Like, that's all there is to it. It's not a matter of like, oh yeah, you know, we want to get it done or whatever. Like, no, it's at the point that it needs to be done. If we don't get it done soonish, then, you know, like, it is going to be a kind of big mess, and also I think kind of a little bit of a hazard until we get it done. Hazard in the way that, like, you know, we're risking splinters as we are, you know, walking in our own house, because the the underfloor, I don't actually know. Basically, there are multiple layers to a floor, and the bottom one is currently visible. So, you know, here we are. So yeah, thankfully, we have somebody who is going to do it and, like, actually finish the floor and everything, which to me is a godsend, because it means that, you know, I'm not having to risk royally messing it up. You know, instead we're paying someone else to risk royally messing it up. But then that means they have to redo the floor, not I have to redo the floor. And they have to redo the floor at their own expense versus, you know, our expense. Yeah, I think a lot of people kind of forget that about, you know, when you hire construction people to do stuff for you. That's one of the benefits of it. Like, don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Like, straight up, one of the benefits is if they mess up and you can prove it, that it was like their fault they messed up, or that, you know, whatever the mistakes were their fault. Like, yeah, you don't have to pay a damn thing. Like, there was one video that I saw where this one guy, he sort of like critiques people, but in a kind of funny way. Oh, he's actually getting the prime one. Did he grab a box with 2 in it though? This one only has 1 in it, so we're just gonna real quick do that just in case. Because for some fucking reason, yep, he box with 1 is right there. Still grabs the one with 2. But essentially, like, this guy did a job, and the people were refusing to pay him for the porch he put in for them. Here's the thing, though. Even an untrained person would be able to see that this guy basically went to the lumber yard or whatever and said, hey, what's all the wood you guys are throwing away because it's actually not good? Well, all of this stuff. Cool, can I get that for free? Yeah, because we're just throwing it away. It's yours. You're going to use it for firewood? Nah, I'm going to build a deck with it. Sir, that's dangerous. You should not do that. We advise you against doing that. Ah, it'll work out. Don't worry. Yeah, like, it was horribly built. This guy, like, technically it was a safety violation. Like, the people would have needed to pay somebody to remove it and then replace it, because it was like there was no saving it. That's all there was to it. And the guy apparently got upset, so he put a ladder up against their fence, jumped it, and decided that, you know, he wanted to take it down and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, good, you're cleaning up your mess. And yeah, even the one guy who was making the video was just like going over all the shortcuts this guy took. The guy didn't even ground it. Like, the guy, like, it was propped up on a rock for one of the legs. I didn't notice that at first until it was pointed out, and I'm just sitting there thinking, like, holy shit, this deck is going to fall. Because, like, if the rock shifts or anything else like that, like, it's just gonna fall. Oh wow, we need a bunch of bats right now, which is perfectly fine because it means they're selling. Um, but yeah, like the amount of times that like people kind of, I guess, pull that stuff where they try and cut corners and everything, and then they still expect you to appreciate the work that you did. Yeah, sorry, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm gonna need you to not cut corners. It's actually one of the reasons why, especially around where I live, there's a big problem with like a lot of construction work. And it's basically like if you hire a construction company to do something for you, there is a very large chance they will start the job, get a bigger paying job somewhere else, go work on that instead of doing yours, and then they'll get back to yours eventually, kind of thing, is sort of what it comes down to. And it sucks because it means that you are sometimes stuck with very, very horrible things going on, essentially, because the job wasn't done. Like for one store, like my LGS, when they were getting their kitchen built, the city code says that you cannot have customers in a active construction site. Well, here's the thing. Active is relative to just, is there supposed to be people working? Then it's active. Is anyone actually working? No, and they haven't been for the last 2 months. But basically the store had to close half of it. They had to close half the store because the construction people refused to come and finish the job. They just like refused to come and finish the work. And it's like, it's the main reason why, especially nowadays, I kind of like, I have the mentality that like, I will more than likely, if I can afford to hire somebody fully, I will add it into the negotiations and whatnot, that it'll be like, okay, so this is the deadline for finishing the job. If you do not have it done by this time, then like you basically, you have to give me a refund. You cannot like just sit there and undo the work that you have done either. But any loose materials that you essentially had for the job and whatnot, they're, you know, you're allowed to take those back. But then afterwards, just like, you give me a full refund and you leave. And I find somebody else to do the job, because very clearly you couldn't do it. I'm pretty harsh when it comes to, like, especially if you're gonna pull some random crap like that and try to tell me that, like, well, we got this, or we had to do this other thing, it was a rush job. Yeah, so is mine. Mine is also a rush job. It has nothing to do with, you know, especially the fact that sometimes it's, you know, private home or whatever. It has nothing to do with, like, you know, that or anything. It's just that I don't want you to give me the runaround for 5 years on maybe we'll get to finishing your thing, or, you know, we'll see. And it's like the absolute worst part of it is this is just considered normal where I live. Like, this, I've had people legitimately say, oh, well, that's normal that they do that. No, it's not. I've actually talked about hiring a construction company from out of town. Rather than hiring people local, hire a construction company from out of town and say, like, hey, you know, if you're willing to do the work, but by this specific time, I will pay you and I will give you, like, basically a foothold within the city, because, you know, I'll be able to say to people, hey, this people, or these people actually did the work on time. Red and orange. Thankfully, I've not had to do that myself. But, you know, we'll see if we ever get there. Alright, so that should be all the card stuff done now. Which we have, thankfully, been making a good amount of money thanks to having more products out. Like, we technically made about 7,000 on the day there. Which is kind of amazing, I'm gonna be honest. You know, I was definitely not expecting to have that much, I suppose, per day, but yeah. Now, granted, we still have to pay our bills and whatnot here, but, like, that's still pretty good. Is he going for... Nope, he's going for the pig. Alright. Don't know if there's anything else that actually needs... So the one comic book... And I think that's it. Oof. We can let him get that, though. So, Mafia, we need 2 of, but that's it. I think we hold off on that. We don't need any dice or deck boxes. We don't need them because he just took that back. We need Rock Guy 2, and then the Bat 1. So this one, that one. Playmat number 5. And then sleeves, we don't need any. We're 1 away from needing that one, but I'd rather not throw away 1 just to do that. So blue boxes and red boxes. And then we come over here and we green both of the reds and the orange boxes. Green, red, orange, red. That should be everything we need. And then we can get opened while we help put stuff away. So yeah, we made what looks like around 3,000-ish off of that day, like after doing the restock here. So not bad. Yeah, we definitely need to get way more. Because like their next thing we're getting is more playmats. Either that or we could save up for getting the next card thing, because we are actually fairly close to that. That was level 48. And it's 6,000. So you know, we need not only 6,000, but we need more than that in order to make sure that we actually get it. Which is not the worst. We could definitely do that. I think honestly the hard part is making sure that we have the extra money afterwards. Check YouTube? Oh, hey! Okay. Oh, damn it. It shows up at the bottom. Right. I forgot about that. Okay. I have literally been looking at the top of YouTube chat, being like, any new messages? Because Twitch has trained me, new messages, when it's empty, start at the top, versus YouTube, where it starts at the bottom. And yes, so, one thing, though, we got no way of knowing what the other platform is saying, so it'll be a bit separated between Twitch and YouTube chat. So yes, that is a thing that I have actually thought of and whatnot. That's why, so, I've wanted to try to figure out a good chat overlay thing for a bit. I like the ones that are bubbles. Oh hey, we only have 5 of this card. Perfect. Because we have 6 slots over here. And then we have 90 of this one, so you know. Getting started on that pile. But yeah. I like the ones that have the bubbles. I don't like the ones that are like just the text, unless it has a proper background. Whoops. Which like I would need to commission something for that, specifically because I would like some, like, if I do something like involving the background has fancy look for putting the chat over, the way that I would want that would be similar to the way that Freems is. Alright, Spleen, do your thing. I'm surprised you actually came back for a little bit, but I'm glad you got the app working and whatnot. Glad you were able to figure that out, because yeah, it's not just, you know, so that way you can chat here. It's mainly so that way there are a lot of other people who stream on YouTube. You know, it's almost like if there's this entire agency that only uses YouTube. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. They're kind of small, Hololive. I don't know. Some people know about them. Others, whoops, don't. You know, it's just a kind of hit or miss whether or not, you know, when you're in the VTuber community, whether or not you've ever heard of them. This is sarcasm, by the way, as Hololive is like one of the largest like known quantities at this point. Like, I don't think I know of anybody who hasn't heard of Hololive, whether it be like tangential or whatever. That said, I have I recently heard about with Hololive that they were needing to do some stuff because apparently like their contract work and whatnot was going to be against the law or something like that. Basically, long story short, new legislation came out and they have to change how they've been doing things. And boy, people need to stop roasting them for that, because to be honest, that's not their fault. Like, yeah, maybe they shouldn't have been doing something that, you know, would have gotten banned or regulated, but also like, at least they, when like the new legislation for Japan came out, they started working on it right away, rather than just being like, oh yeah, we're gonna drop all contact with all of these people, all of them gone right now, because yeah, like that would genuinely suck. So, you know, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that they did not have ill intention while doing this stuff, because to be honest, they seem like one of the better agencies overall. You know, could just be appearances. Who knows? But it's like, even if it is just appearances, I'd still rather give them the benefit of the doubt that, like, they're more than likely at least paying their contractors. I bring that up because, like, there wasn't, I don't remember who it was, but there was an agency that literally had that entire controversy of, what was that, Idol? Literally had the entire controversy of, yeah, haven't actually paid our artists in a while. And, in case you didn't know, that's illegal. But yeah, like, let's not get too thick into the weeds of that one, I guess, but, yeah, oh, what am I wanting to actually be doing? Alright, we should check this, actually, just because, but yeah, like, if it comes right down to it, if I was gonna work for any agency right now, my pick would be Hololive. Don't know how well that would stand up, you know, later, but reason why I wouldn't work for them, or main reason why I wouldn't work for them, is I cannot sing. So they mainly do sort of musical inclined talents. So yeah, kind of disqualifies me a little bit. Is that a bad thing? Technically no, but you know, it is definitely one of those things where I find it hilarious that people are like, oh yeah, you know, like all VTubers sing, and I'm like, that's hilarious. certain ones do. Hololive started it, and that's not a bad thing. But you do gotta also like not set the expectation that all should sing, or like if you want to get into an agency, you have to be able to sing. Because to be honest, it is entirely possible to... He's getting one of the pigs, so I think he's getting the normal one. But it is entirely possible to be in an agency and not sing. Just, you have to make sure that like you're upfront about that with the agency when you are being hired on or whatever. So, you know, that's a thing. Also, I love how delayed my YouTube preview is. I don't know if it's because of like there's an actual full-on delay on YouTube, but my actual preview is very delayed. So yeah, by the way, if anybody is in the YouTube chat, I am able to see it and everything. And yeah, we are kind of doing some test shenanigans for seeing how well this stuff works out and everything, for mainly on the technical side of things. So hopefully I can keep this going, or keep the YouTube streams going. Oh, now we have to watch the front for when he leaves. Grab the yellow deck boxes while we wait. Which ended up being good, because we cleared that box. Also, yay for there being a line for a while, because then he stays and actually finishes the line. And we sadly have one guy who we're going to be kicking out later. Unless they buy something and then sit down across from him. If they do, I'm probably going to actually just like straight up like turn out the lights and let them do their thing in the dark, because yeah, I wanna close the store, and they are not buying cards. So yeah, the store is now empty other than this guy. We start our next day to save on power as much as possible. Extra 2,000 there. And that's like, again, with paying the bills and everything, we're making really good money, which is very nice. A lot of it is these decks. But yeah, there are some other things that is also leading into that. So I am glad that like I started getting more licenses rather than kind of focusing on other things, or like, you know, getting just boxes to open up packs and whatnot, because like the packs are nice for getting a large amount of money fairly quickly, but meh. I think I want to think I want to like try and just keep doing it as the running of the store, so to speak. Those are good. Those are good. Those are good. He's getting that one, so we can grab the red. And then all of our cards here will be good. So we check over here. We need the yellow, unless he is potentially getting that. Yes, he is. Those are all good. Those are all good. Okay, I think with that, we might actually be done on the restock. Let's just see if he walks outside. Yes, he does. Excellent. So we need none of the first tier, but we need blue packs and orange cards of the one things. I also know that we needed that because I saw it right at the end there. Red on the later, or on the Red Destiny decks. We need the orange sleeves. We don't need any of those yet. We do need to get some board games, but yellow deck boxes. Yeah, we didn't need any dice. So pig, star, and bat one. Pig, star, bat. Did we need any comics? No. Go ahead and purchase that. And then for board games, we need 3 of 3. And that's it. Oops, wrong app again. But at least we needed 3 to get it fully started. Did we set out cards yet? No, we did not. I think that's all the cards we have out. All the card types anyway. And we're just not going to care about like what's actually the most expensive to set out. Let's just get rid of stacks. It's gonna be nice when we do get a few more things for making it to where we have a bit more well, that's the best way to say this, like a bit more freedom in how we like do I'm trying to think of like exactly how to describe like when we're doing our orders and everything, how much freedom we have with like the extra money and whatnot. Wow, he actually grabbed from that one even though the one was on the ground. Also, we are at the point where I can definitely get another playmat license. We might be able to buy 2 of them. Did I pay bills? Yes. So I think we can actually get 2 more playmats. It's roughly 5,000 plus the cost of getting the playmats, I say we do it. Oh wow, those are actually kind of expensive, but we still have enough for it, so that's what counts. I need to actually check which of these is playmat 1 and which is playmat 2. I'm just gonna set him over there for now. So the dually one is okay. Good. I have them in the right order. This is now box going out. Yeah, basically a $40 playmat there. At least that's how we're gonna price it. Yeah, $40 is good. This one, oh, this one's going to the other shelf, right? Alright. This one. We'll set this one at 30. At least for now. Yeah, we'll leave it at 30 for now. Might need to increase it later. It's definitely one that, like, is going on the watch list, so to speak. Because it's on the, like, really far down there price range. Yeah, there we go. 2 more playmats available. And potentially, like, straight up tomorrow in terms of in-game time, we're buying yet another playmat. Potentially. Like, it's kind of nice how much we have actually been making. Just every day. Making good money. And most of it has nothing to do with our cards being sold. Even though we're selling like 30 to 40 cards a day minimum. Like 30 is the actual minimum if like I'm just like not paying attention. And you know, we just sell out of all of the stuff that we have set out. But we don't sell like, or I don't put out any extras or whatever. But yeah, it's not making us an insane amount. This is like maybe $80 a day at this point, which still ain't bad, but yeah, it's nowhere near like when we were first doing it, where we were still setting out like $50 cards and whatnot. We are nowhere near that point anymore. Which is okay. Also, I think there is someone stinky in the store. Mirror. Alright. So I don't know if we've actually sold any of the new playmats yet, but As always, I kind of expect people to not grab the new for a while. Wow, he went for the exact playmat that I had already just got. Good job, buddy. Oh, wow, we need bats out right now, and... instead of getting that one... yeah, he didn't even go for the bats that time either. So I'm glad I spotted that, because, yeah, apparently those are selling like hotcakes right now. Don't know why, but you know they are. Apparently people are hot for the bat. Alright, so now we're not going to set out any more cards because it's getting to be late. And we kind of just assume that people aren't actually going to be buying, people aren't going to be buying up all 30 of them that we currently have out. But yeah, we can still hope, but actually we can still set stuff out because we have like all the exact same card out right now, I believe. Because normally the reason why I don't like setting them out still is because then I have to pick them up at the end of the day. But if we just have all of this one card, we can continue setting it out. Because if it means that people buy them more, then awesome. Even if it is just like the only reason that they're technically buying it is because it's a full rack and not because of anything else. Not because it's actually a good card. There's like... RNG says, one of these cards is the card I want. Also, fuck, where'd it go? Okay, there it is. It's no longer at the top. So I put the one back. But yeah, we can keep that full. Yeah, again, I don't think any of the... yeah, none of those playmats have sold yet. I don't know what's the best time to buy a new license to have it start selling right away. Probably like before you open, or potentially before you start the next day kind of thing. One or the other. I'd assume before you start the next day, though. As it is the harshest, I guess. Like it's like it's 100% a loading screen. So if the AI has to hit a loading screen, then you know that's a way to kind of force that. Or to make sure that that shit is forced. Oh, man. I am getting the yawns. Which is partially because, again, the construction work this weekend is happening during the day. I don't even know why initially I couldn't fall asleep, but I eventually did fall asleep, or yeah, I eventually did fall asleep, but like real late. Wow, we only have one slot available right now. May as well fill it, but green decks. But yeah. I I'm looking at like the YouTube tracking stuff and whatnot, and I still find it to be one of the silliest things that it actually tracks views. So views is a metric on YouTube for a couple different reasons, but it's a silly one on a live stream. So like Twitch used to have that metric, and I think they fully canned it. If not, I've at least turned it off because it's not valuable. And the reason why it's not valuable is because everybody who comes into your stream for, whoops, no, wrong red. Yeah, red. Everybody who comes into your stream for 5 seconds counts as a view. Anybody who comes in and then literally closes out of the page immediately after like the stream starts loading an advertisement or whatever counts as a view. And that's where like the trap is, so to speak, if that's what you pay attention to. Like, I don't know. It's so friggin' weird. It's such a weird metric to have because it basically kind of shows you how many people came to your stream and left. Like, as kind of crappy as a mentality that is, you know. Like, it's kind of true in terms of, you know, it's not measuring anything that it's not measuring anything that is useful. On a video that has already been uploaded or whatever, views are the metric you use, though. Hence why it's there. Like, that is basically because YouTube is built around, like, basically pre-recorded content versus live content. So, like, that's why it's such a prominent thing for YouTube. It's, god damn it, I hate that so much. I don't know if I should like reduce the number of tables that we have to like stop that from happening. I don't really want to, though, because I think that's gonna... I think we will lose money off of not having this many tables, kind of thing. Oh wow, one of those is almost damn near empty. Let's do that real quick. But yeah. So we sold 49 cards out of that stack. We technically lost $400 there on stuff that was not licenses, but that includes the fact that we had to spend almost $2,000, I think, in order to initially stock the 2 playmats. So like, overall, not bad. Like, I don't see that as a bad, like, loss number. We're definitely not getting the the new license today, but we're close, I suppose. Like tomorrow, as long as we don't do anything stupid or whatever, we can definitely get it. And then we'll have yet another playmat. So, bats of both kinds. They are not getting the bats. They were getting a plush, but they were not getting the bats. They're getting another kind of plush, so we can look at other stuff here real quick. Yeah. Boy, again, as a reminder, this stream might be a really short one just because, one, heckin' tired, and two, testing and construction tomorrow. So other than the rock guys here, is there anything else? Because if we just need the rock guys, we can let him handle that. We need that board game. Is he going for the rock or going for the board game? He's going for the board game. So we can get this one. Which should mean everything is stocked now. We still have yet to buy a restock on the comics. Oh, apparently that was not everything. He just grabbed another board game. Oh, that one, yeah. Alright, well, let's start with this stuff. So we just need the bat number 1. Then for board games, we're not missing enough to be able to buy anything or to buy the order there. Good on all the play mats. We're good on all the sleeves. So we need orange boxes, blue packs, and red packs. So blue packs, orange boxes, red packs. Let's actually just start here. We got the green trial deck, and then boxes of both red or orange and the blue. Oh, specifically the boxes, not the one stuff. We did add that in already, I believe. And then for the last one, we just need the red. The thing, or not the red, the blue. Yes, blue. Confusing myself. Alright. And then we did pay our bills, right? Yes. Okay. Rub the eyes real quick. I at least want to get to the next license before I, like, end anything here. We need to check the price on these. I think they went up to 71, or the 71, which is nice. Oops, wrong blue. I'm really glad I have those next to each other. just because of the fact that it would be very annoying if I didn't. Because putting him on the wrong one every once in a while is gonna happen constantly. So yeah, I think we are good that we can definitely get the next license. For a playmat tomorrow. Yeah, definitely would not have wanted to get it today, considering the restock cost of getting the playmat in would be more expensive than I think we would actually want to do. Like, we wouldn't be able to get the full restock, basically. So we could potentially do it like later in the day, but it's just easier if we wait. Also, especially because of the decks, we get a lot of income from these. Okay, this is actually slightly below. Partially trending upwards. Let's price it at 35. Because as much as, like, it's nice that people are buying it, oh god, we are selling out of it so quick. Also, it was higher than, it was definitely higher than I would like for those, or I guess lower than I would like for the profit margins on, especially these, because per box they're really expensive. And we're getting to the point where, like, we're gonna have to definitely buy another box of this stuff potentially during the day. So the yellow, yep, yellow is priced below market value as well. Apparently has been for a bit, but thankfully we didn't get, like, too much mass purchasing of that. Then if we get the yellow and the green and then the red too. So green, yellow, that red. I mainly wanted the green because we only had 2 of it left in the one box. She'd like for you to keep working on the shelves. Again, I really wish there was a way to know a lot faster, like, other than the app. The app is also not great, to be honest. It's not a great way to tell, like, when a price has changed. But, like, I wish there was a better way to tell that a price changed. Just in general. I also wish that fewer prices would change, right? It was the blue packs that I was going for. Like, at least with Supermarket Sim, it wasn't a massive, monumental task to try to make sure you updated all prices. Whereas here, it definitely seems like if you were actually trying to keep up with the market price of things, especially when the market price seems to go down a decent amount, like, sometimes it shoots back up, but it's often a down situation. or at least it seems like it. Like when it's a really big price change, it seems like it's usually the big ones. Whoops. Also, we forgot set out new cards, but at least we were starting on the next stack of way too many. Should probably have done the 5 there, but that's okay. More. Oh man, I am sadly definitely gonna have to be ending after this day of doing stuff in game, because oh god, I am so tired. I honestly didn't even have alarms set, because I was like, once I fell asleep, I was like, I don't care if I wake up on time for stream. I am so, like, I know I'm gonna be so exhausted. And I was right. I am exhausted. And hopefully we can go back to bed and get a bit more sleep for being able to do a bit more tomorrow. Maybe might go live earlier tomorrow, like during the day tomorrow, just to get a stream in general. But yeah, I am the tired fox. Even with some soda that I got earlier, it did not help at all. Still have to finish it off, but the buying of the green decks slowed down a bit with the price shift, so I will kind of consider that a good thing. Mainly because we were gonna be constantly running out of them. Also, my eyes are burning now, so 1 second. This just happens every once in a while. Mainly when I've been awake for too long. Granted, that's not the case now. It's just, you know, deciding to do it on the other way that it likes to do it, which is like clockwork. Just, you know, it's just how you know it should have been bedtime or something like that. Yeah. I love how we have this sea of all of these red cards and then this one. Like, all of the others are the exact same, and then the one. Which we will, he might actually, we will actually, like, not restock. Unless someone does buy that one, specifically. In which case, then we will restock this, because then it will be all the same card. Because I want to try and force someone buying that. With how the game works, because again, it's a video game, that is something you can kind of do. It's like, fun fact, people don't actually care about what cards they're buying. Okay, did we have an empty? Yes. For the orange. But yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where it would be interesting if they actually had, like, yeah, this NPC, you know, like this specific guy here goes for Earth cards and everything, and you know, the rich guy goes for just whatever. Walter goes for fire. Something along those lines. Like, that would be kind of interesting. But I also think it would be not as great as it sounds. Interesting doesn't always mean good. I think it would fall into the trap of, like, then they would need to kind of overhaul exactly how the cards are put out and everything, because now you can have the problem of you're basically waiting on the one NPC to come out and buy stuff that is like the one guy who buys water cards kind of thing, or whatever. Or maybe it's not even specifically you're waiting on, you know, the one guy, but you're waiting on a very small selection of the NPCs, which are completely random, because like you'll have like two of the same people in the store and whatnot at the same time. So like it is random who comes in, which basically means that it is possible that you would never get somebody who would want to get a specific kind of card that you're trying to sell. Which would be really bad for like your super high value cards and whatnot. That is, I think, like the biggest thing when it comes to the reason why I don't see it as a bad thing that we do not have the, I guess, stuff currently in game to make it to where it's it is something you have to care about, of like, okay, what elements do I have out for people? Do I have a good spread, or am I currently sitting on, like, you know, like how I am, where I've just got like a shit ton of fire cards and that's it? Because yeah, this would be a really shitty situation for an actual store to be in, but we're not an actual store. Like, I think like that's the main takeaway here, is like we are not an actual store. So it is a-okay if we, you know, do not have the full spread. Why are you going back and sitting down again, dumbass? Literally, the store is closed. I question them so much. We sold 67 cards. That's not bad. Getting closer to being rid of all of those. Oh man. Do that now. Let them start to restock and do our price check of these. Set out more. So yeah, it would be interesting, but again, I don't know if it would be good. I think if it was done right, where, like, yes, people could be picky about what they were buying, but at the very least, you would see people buy a lot more cards than just one every time. That would be okay. But I think he's getting the blue ones right now. We can grab those boxes, which is good because it's gonna free up another purchase thing. And then I think that's all of the card stuff done. We can get one of the collection books out here, which I'm happy those are selling at the least. Like, we don't have a lot of them on display or even in the back, but, you know, they also sell stupidly slowly. So it's like, whatever. Deck boxes are fine. We need playmat number 3 and 8. 3, 8. We haven't sold a lot of our new playmats, but that is okay, I suppose. Does mean that all of that should be done now. So, stars. And I think that might be it. Yeah. So he's gonna get that one. We might need another box of stars, but we'll find out when he comes back. So we don't need any of that stuff. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. We do need one of each kind of the orange here. Oh, we should not get a new playmat license now. We definitely need to save up for the next thing. So the green starter deck, the next thing here. So yellow sleeves and playmat 4 and 6. So yellow sleeves, playmat 4 and 6. Nothing there. Good there. Alright, let's get this order placed. And then let's look at our board games. So we need 3, 2, and that's it. Wrong app. 3, 2. I'll put away for a little bit. Cause yeah, like I said, we gonna call it here because I am so friggin' tired. So yeah, we made progress. We got a couple more licenses unlocked and everything, so that's nice. But also, we tested our YouTube / Twitch stuff, and it works. It definitely works. I'll have to try and set up notifications and whatnot for YouTube. I'm definitely probably going to actually use OBS because it has the combined chat of Twitch and YouTube together. And I might put my my previews up on my tablet as like the usual thing, at least until I get a third display, which might end up being a thing soon, who knows. But yeah, thank you all for coming by for this very short stream, but sleep. And thank you all who showed up for YouTube. We gonna hopefully be doing this a little bit more often. Normally I try to go live around 11 p.m. Mountain Time, but we will kind of play by ear on when exactly we do everything, I guess, because it is a little bit more stuff going on, I guess, in the house, until hopefully I can sleep during the day properly again. But yeah, for now though, I will see you all later. As always, good luck, have fun, and try not to burn anything down.